Hi, gorgeous. It's Corinne. Welcome to my channel. You deserve more. I'm going to show you how to get it. We're talking about how to have better sex. If you're like, girl, what are you talking about? This is my part two. So you can go to part one. It might show up, or you can just go to my channel. It's the last video I made. We're talking about all things Sex is Your Superpower, which is the book that I wrote. If you would like to join me in the live training for Sex is Your Superpower, you can go ahead down in the description box and it will be there. You can also order the book today. Not because I wrote it, but I promise you the book will change your life. I promise. I promise it. I don't even know you, and I promise it's going to change. All right. So, I also want to clear up. I know that there's a lot of murky, weird feelings about sex. It's perfectly fine. When I say sex, I'm never going to talk about anything like vulgar or, tell you hit this position or do that. That's not what I'm saying. Maybe one of the most uncomfortable things I might say is talk about a scientific body part. I'm not going to call it a street colloquial name. I'm going to use the actual body part name, okay? So just, if you had any apprehension, relax. You're fine. All right, so how to have better sex. This goes into intuition, but I'm also a science girly, so we're going to bring some science into this. Before you have sex, before you choose a partner, before you shake hands, hug, say hello, whatever, your body is keenly aware of what this person is and who this person is, what this person is doing and who this person is. I know that sounds crazy, and you're like, Corinne, what do you mean? I don't know him, da 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 da. And I'm like, girl, trust me. If you want to have better sex, you need to listen to your intuition. So there's I believe that all of it is looped in the Holy Spirit, but I'm talking about straight up physiological, what your body is telling you. Your body is telling you yes, no, I'm attracted, I'm repelled, I'm repulsed, I'm curious, he's just a friend. And you might think, oh, that's a really weird vibe I got, or oh, I was so attracted to that person, but something's just telling me it's not going to work out. Gorgeous. You need to listen to your first mind, that biological response, because you might think, well, that's weird, I felt that way about him, or oh, that is so weird, I felt that way about that situation. None of it is weird. Our bodies, I'm just going to use physiological now, our bodies, our physical bodies, are so intelligent and aware of what's going on. Even if you're not aware, have you ever been sitting in a room and you could feel the other person come in, and it's somebody's in here with me? Or if you've been walking and you're alone and you can feel somebody come on your same street, or whatever street you're on. Yeah, you weren't thinking, oh, somebody's on my street. Your body felt, somebody is on my street. Somebody came into the room with me. That's how intelligent our bodies are. So if you want to have better sex, you gotta get good at listening to that and being like, what is that? Why do I feel like this? He's saying all the right things. It makes sense. We have fun. And something is just not right. And you cannot put your finger on it. Sometimes it's Holy Spirit intuition, but God made our bodies so beautiful. Sometimes your body is the one that's overriding your thoughts in your mind, and a way to rationalize it, you won't have it, but your body already has all the data points. So I'm going to show you. I read an article. Once again, I'm a science a science girl. So I read an article. It's in phys.org, and the title is Humans Prefer Genetically Dissimilar Partners. And if you don't know what that is, that's fine. Your body does. Even if your body doesn't have a word for it, your body is attracted to people with genes who are different than yours for like survival of the planet, genetic variability, which basically means if you guys have if you have 25,000 of the same genes, your body won't necessarily like that. Let's just say your body wants 23,000 of the same genes. I'm just throwing random numbers out there. But basically what the article was saying is your body can smell, okay? Your body is communicating with somebody else's body. So you guys might not be saying any words, but your bodies are communicating. You can smell people's genes. And if you don't believe me, go look it up. Like I said, it was in phys.org, and the title is Humans Prefer Genetically Dissimilar Partners. So your body can smell, this person has that gene activated and that's not compatible with us, and this gene has that activated and that's not compatible with us. Like, it is so cool. And there's also a study, it's called the sweaty t-shirt study, where they had men walk around in shirts. They didn't shower. They like wore the shirts all day. And so the shirt could have a scent, like their specific scent, which you can tell, by the way. And then they had women sniff the sweaty shirts. And the participants chose people who were genetically different from them. They were more attracted to a certain scent. And this scent happened to be somebody who was more genetically different than them. They didn't see the person. They didn't know the person's name, ethnicity, age, height, nothing. But they consistently chose people who are genetically different from them. So our bodies are communicating. And one of the things that I'm like, there's a lot of cool things about, I guess, like the femininity movement, or like, women's rights, or just all that kind of stuff. But I think we are doing ourselves a huge disservice moving away from the unknown, moving away from like not having to know every single detail, but knowing like my intuition is right. I don't know why I'm right. I don't know why I'm having this thought. I don't know why this person appears to be incredible on paper, but something about him I just can't get past, and I can't even say it because he's perfect in every way, is that there is a very, very strong wisdom between your body, your mind, your spirit, your soul, and God. And so as a woman, if you want to have better sex, you have got to tap into that. And not just of like choosing a partner and listening to that, but even like throughout the act of intercourse, you can use your body's knowledge, right, to have more fun, right, to have better sex, because in the end, that's what we want to have. Now, I'm always going to say, and y'all probably going to get tired of me saying this, have sex with your husband, period. I'm not going to like go into it. So you have got to learn how to listen to your body, which I might make a video about the difference between like your intuition and your body. But there is deep wisdom in both of them. And so if you are choosing a partner, which is, oh my God, just the biggest choice you'll ever make, aside from like choosing to follow and walk with God, it is numero uno. Okay. I do this thing where I ask people, and people get upset with me, but it works every time, where I ask people, when did you know? And people are like, Corinne, and it's like usually a bad situation, but like, when did you know something was going to happen? And I'm going to use an example. Is like, this woman knew her husband was cheating on her. She had no proof. He hadn't changed an iota about his behavior, but she was like, I know that I know that I know that I know that my husband is different. Now, she said he didn't smell like perfume. He didn't smell like different bubble bath. Like, she just was like, something changed and he smells like, it's just the weirdest thing. Like, He smells different. He looks different to me. Like my body is like low key registering him as a threat. And she's like, it's just the weirdest thing. So I go, okay, take me back to that moment. Like that moment when you side-eyed him and you were like, oh, like something is off. And I don't know what it is. And she was like, well, I think it's when, he said that he was going to work, and he was going to work. So like that's actually what he did. But she said that the way he said it was almost like he was about to lie. And I'm like, okay, great. That's a good starting point. But tell me when you knew in your gut that something was going on. And she was like, Corinne, I think that's when I knew. And I'm like, dig deep, dig deep. dig deep, dig deep. Like, what was the body language cue? Like, what was it? Because like in the t-shirt study, if they could smell sweat on a t-shirt, like what if he was sweating more and her body was registering, like, why is he so sweaty? Like, what why is this man sweating so much? But she didn't even necessarily notice it. But anyway, she said he got home, he laid down, and you know how you lay down and you could, I don't know, you like make a sound or the air moves when you lay down? And she goes, I didn't smell anything, but he smelt different. Like it wasn't a woman's fragrance, but my body registered him as smelling different. And that's what it was. Like, and she was like, I knew it wasn't a strong scent. It was one of those wisdom scents. It was one of those, yeah, girl, we we know, we registered. And that is so insane to me, but it's so beautiful because you don't have to just rely on your thoughts alone. I actually don't think that's the best idea. Once again, I always say this, and I say this in the book, you have got to cultivate a relationship with God. But God was so kind to us that he gave us these incredible functions in our body. So if you're ever like, is he cheating on me? Is this the right person to yoke my life up with? Like, what in the world? I'm always going to say pray, but I want you to like go back to the first time you met that person. What was the thought? Was he safe? Was he unsafe? Were you comfortable? Were you uncomfortable? Because like safety is a deep a deep need for us as humans. And it's not like, oh, did you like his hair? It's like, no. Did my body register you as a threat? And I'm telling you, women who are abused and just horrible things, they can tell me when their body registered them as a threat. And it is usually like in the first 10 seconds of knowing them. If they can really go back and like, okay, well, we met here and then there was like this twitch in his eye, but I was like, oh, maybe it's something in his eye. I'm telling you, we are so intelligent. So you have got to listen to your physical body. And if you want help with that, like I said, I'm having a live training. Girl, go get your spot immediately. Because it's bigger than relationships in a man. It's about like your life. Like there are certain things that your body is going to tell you, girl, this is one of the most unsafe things we could do. And your body is going to literally drag you because your body is communicating with other bodies and it knows that something is going on. It knows something you don't know. And so cultivating that relationship could change your life. Like I have a good example for in my personal life is I booked a trip, I bought the flight, like the things were done, okay? The passport was had ready and waiting. And somebody asked me, oh, when is your trip to, the destination I was going? And I'm like, oh, it's like in a couple days. And then I realized how disinterested I was in the trip. And I personally wasn't disinterested because I love to travel. Like, let's go. And the flight was booked. Like, mind you, I'm not like going back and forth. If I'm going, I bought the flight. And something was like, we're just not going on the trip. And I'm like, what do you mean we're not going on the trip? But because I was so disinterested, like I wanted to go, my body hadn't packed. I wasn't thinking about the trip. I wasn't like, oh, when I get to this place, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna eat this food. Like it just none of it registered. And I'm like, gotta cancel the trip. And when I tell people that story, people are like, that is so interesting. But I'm like, yeah, you have to listen to that. And I'm like, I don't know what it is. If I would have got on a boat and fell off, if I would have got carjacked, like I just don't know, but I don't need to know. And you got to cultivate that level of listening to your body. Like, I have no clue what this is, but none of this feels right. My body don't feel right. My mind don't feel right. My soul don't feel right. My spirit ain't settled. Like the birds outside going crazy. And to not have to know all the ins and the outs is to literally trust. Be like, and still to this day, I have no clue. The people who went on the trip, they had a wonderful time. Like, I still don't know what it was. But I was like, yeah, I can't go on this trip. So you have got to listen to your body's cues and your body's immediate reaction to certain things because you just be knowing, okay? So, our bodies are guides. Listen to them. And a lot of women have like huge self-esteem issues, and I'm going to go out on a limb to say a lot of them, for first of all, there's like the media and just all like the fashion and beauty industry, they play off our insecurities. And I'm not saying don't go get, enhancements if that's what you want. That's your business. But think about why you're getting them. And if you were the last person on earth, would you still get these enhancements? Like, would this still do something for you? And if not, then okay, who are you doing it for? And is it worth it? So our bodies are incredible guides. Like I got to the point where now, if I feel pain in my body, I'm like, dang, okay, I'm feeling pain. I usually don't feel this pain. I wonder what my body is trying to tell me. I'm not like, oh, I hate this. My leg, my stomach. I'm like, what is my body trying to tell me? Because we look at like even acne. So sometimes I'll like suffer with acne and I'm like, okay, it's not like acne's not the problem. Acne is the communication, but like what is behind the communication? A migraine is not your problem. The migraine is your body's way of communicating to you. Blood, like if blood is coming out your body, blood is not the problem. Okay, blood is painless. But what is your body trying to communicate to you that is happening? Blood is the signal. It's like, people are lost out at sea and they put those little, like, I don't know, I'm gonna call it a flamethrower, but like the little SOS thing and the flame comes up. Like the flame is not the problem. What is the communication behind the flame? You don't have to go rescue the flame. Don't worry about the flame. Look at the flame and then look down because that's what's gonna tell you where the problem is that we hate our bodies, we hate pain, we hate fat, we hate disalignment, and it's like it is quite literally communicating something to you. And you have got to figure out what that is. So don't hate your body for anything. Your body is so intelligent. Our bodies are telling us, I need help. I need iron. I need zinc. I need rest. I need play. I need this. I need connection. I need love. So yeah, our bodies are always speaking and communicating to us. I might do more videos about that because that's my stuff. Okay. So how to get in touch with your body. Silence is so wonderful. We live in a digital age. I tell people all the time, like the day I get a flip phone, I have arrived. I have made it. Please know I'm in my bag. Like, I don't need to check a email. I don't need to talk to a client on Zoom. Like, we might meet face to face. Like, yeah, I'm in my bag if I got a flip phone. Please know that. Please. And that's because silence. Like, we need silence to hear. We might have asked God something 3 years ago. God answered us. We never listened. And a lot of the times we don't sit in silence. Abbott Elementary. It's like it's a joke, but it's not a joke. It's a little girl. She's like, I don't know, in fifth grade. And she was like, podcasts are for people who can't handle silence and their thoughts. And I'm like, yellow girl, you onto something. Is that if you can't sit in silence, you're probably going to hear something from your body you don't want to hear. And you're probably going to make sense to yourself. But if you keep yourself busy and moving and you can't get to the real root of the problem. Like, say, for instance, let's say, y'all know, I'm all for marital sex. So let's just say something like your husband's cheating on you. You know it. Okay? You know. But you want to do PTA, you want to pick up the kids, you want to bake the cookies, you want to go to Prague, you want to start a knitting club. You just want to do everything. So you can't sit in silence and realize I've betrayed myself and let my partner cheat on me and I'm pretending like I don't know. In the moment you get in silence, that's what's going to come up. And your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit always wants to be happy. So yeah, it's definitely going to check you in silence. But that's how you listen to your body, because your body is always communicating something to you. If you feel like a pain, you can be like, okay, well, where is this pain coming from? Why is it here? What can I do to help it? I promise you, your body will tell you. Like, women on our cycles, when we crave something, I thought it was so cool to find out there's a reason why we crave chocolate, why we might want a steak, why we might want carbs. Is because that's quite literally what our body is asking for. So yeah, sit in some silence. Get in touch with your body through prayer. I have this I okay, here's what I think. I think that our bodies naturally are on God's timing. It is in the God frequency. It is like, it's just in tune with heaven. Because still to this day, we have no clue. Like, we can explain some things, but we have no clue how birth works. We have no clue how development works. Like, we think we know, but we really have we haven't even scratched the surface, okay? They're still trying to figure out, like, billions of people have been born and we're still trying to figure out how. What chemical is released, what's happening in the mother's body. Just miraculous, okay? We are miracles. So get in touch with your body through prayer. And when you like hit up God about your body, God is going to get in touch with you back, I promise. All right, what happens when we don't listen? Now, I have a theory. I heard it before, and I'm like, oh, I think I might use this. So, my personal opinion, here's my theory, is that women who get multiple UTIs, their body is rejecting a sexual partner. So, if this is, if a young girl was abused, then that's not a sexual partner. That is an abuser. Get out of that relationship situation. If you know somebody like that, help them. I'm talking about consenting young adults or women. I have seen this time and time again. And if a woman tells me she has a UTI, I know that she's with somebody she's not supposed to be with. I just know it. It has to be 90% of people I've talked to in cases. And that's another thing, is like, science might never get to that knowing of that your body is rejecting your partner, because we can't, slice it and dice it and put it on a graph. But I think spiritually, that's what's happening. I also feel the same way about STDs that hinder, specifically ones that hinder sex or make it painful. And I know that might be hard for some people to hear, but I'm telling you, your body might be signaling to you, this person is a really, 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 really bad for us. Like, you having sex outside of marriage, like, you know, girl, we're gonna do our best. But like this person, horrible for you. Horrible for you. Because if you think about it, the effects of a UTI, you can't have sex. You are literally sidelined. So yeah, your body is rejecting something. That's my theory. I am sticking to it. So, in conclusion, my friends, if you were like, this is a wonderful video, I want to learn more, go in the description box, grab the book, Sex is Your Superpower, or join me in the live training, Sex is Your Superpower, telling you it's next level. Because I can't, everything I want to say, I can't say on YouTube. So I definitely am saving it for there. Make sure that you listen to your body's cues, specifically about sex, mate selection, partnering, continuing, partnering, and always ask God. God and sex go together like peanut butter and jelly. Okay? It does. God and sex go together like ABC. So if you're trying to figure out how to have better sex, talk to God. And it seems counterintuitive, but once again, we've been like programmed to think that God is the scary person and is things that certain things are shameful. Like God, I'm going to use anatomical terms. God made penises, God made vaginas. They're not bad. Okay? Babies have them, animals have them. It's okay. And that's why you need to go to God for your sex. All right? So hopefully you have enjoyed this. If you made it all the way to the end, love that for you. Make sure you listen again because it's a lot of gems, okay, that was dropped. Go back in your memory. Just let's say a person who was bad for you. Go back in your memory and I want you to like close your eyes. I want you to try to like touch, see, taste, feel what was going on when you first met that person. Like the first minute of what was going on with your body and if there were any bells going off, any alarms, and I promise you, I promise you, if you look deep enough, most likely you'll see your body was like, girl, please. And you just didn't listen, okay? So I want you to do that. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you think that our body has deep wisdom like that. I would love to hear what you have to say. All right, babe. See you in the next one.